Hello everyone, I'm Anthony, the Eclectic Chef. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to talk about cheddar cheese. I think everybody sees cheddar. A lot of what's called cheddar in American supermarkets is awful. But let's just take a look at this picture here. Some cheddar isn't awful and people think it's worth stealing, up to the tune of about $500,000 worth, by the way. This was very popular in the English press about a month ago. I think it's quite funny, even though a theft of this size really isn't, but it does talk about how valuable cheddar can be. Okay, so we're going to talk about three different cheddars in this video. But it's worth noting that cheddar is not a recognised domain of origin. I've put on the map where cheddar is. This is a map of the Southwest United Kingdom. None of the three cheddars we're going to talk about come from anywhere close. What I think might be the world's best available cheddar comes from Cornwall, marked. The proxy from Waitrose that we use to measure it against comes from the Tor Valley, as marked. And the best American option from Trader Joe's comes from the Dorset coast, they say, and that's marked. So, as you can see, nothing even comes close to coming from cheddar, and that's not unusual. So, is this the world's best cheddar? It might well be. Number 7 strength, Cornish quartz cheddar, made in Cornwall with local milk, typically matured for 1,000 days. It's Waitrose number 1, their best quality stuff. You see the flaw, what I would call a flaw, on the cheese. This is very, very good. We're going to taste test it alongside some number 6 Waitrose extra mature cheddar. Now, there's a huge price difference. This 200 gram block, the Cornish quartz, was £4. The block of extra strong Waitrose that we're going to taste test it against cost me almost half that, a little more, £2.40. This would have cost you, probably doesn't sound expensive, $6 in the States, and it's a good cheese. We'll come back in a minute. Here's the Waitrose extra mature British cheddar that we are going to use as a comparator to the Cornish quartz. You'll notice this is strength 6, not strength 7, which the Cornish quartz is. This, by the way, was £2.40 for quite a decent sized block, and it's a nice cheese. This is what we ate in testing the flavour of our Kotka Colhetta 2005 port. So here we go with our taste test of the world's best cheddar cheese. On the left is the Cornish quartz, some on a cracker, some on a slice of pear. On the right, the Waitrose number 6 extra mature cheddar. Let's start with the Cornish quartz on the pear. I have a little Rioja here, just have a little slurp between bites, help maybe bring out the flavour of the cheese, and wet my whistle. Okay, now let's try the extra mature cheddar on the pear. For not a horribly expensive cheese, that number 6 Waitrose extra mature cheddar is a good cheese. If you use this to make a mac and cheese, you'd probably have a world's best mac and cheese. Let's try the number 7 Cornish quartz on the cracker. I'm sorry you have to sit and listen while I munch, but I really want to savour this cheese. And they say it's extra mature number 7. Yes, this cheese does have a little bit of bite, but it's only a little bit. What I really have to talk to you about is just the depth of flavour that's there. It's not sharp, just pleasant, a little hint of creaminess, and oh my God, it's cheesy. Well, it's a 3-year-old cheddar. What would you expect, I suppose, is the short answer, but oh my God, it's good. And it's accessible. There may be some artisan produced cheddar cheeses that best this. Waitrose #1 Cornish Quartz, strength #7. But for the price and accessibility, no, they can't. And I'd have to say, this could very well be the world's best cheddar. Let's just finish off with this last slice of the Waitrose #6 extra mature cheddar. I'll have a little slurp first, eh? This #6 is a very good cheese. It actually, perversely, to my palate, has a little more bite than the #7 Cornish Quartz. But it doesn't quite have the depth of flavour. In fact, it doesn't have the depth of flavour. The other thing that I think was notable looking at these cheeses was how and I'll take this empty plate away so it doesn't distract you. The Cornish Quartz was way more crumbly than the #6 extra mature. I wouldn't want to try and grate it. It would be an exercise in futility, but as an eating cheese, after a meal with a glass of port or a glass of red wine, my God, you wouldn't ask for that. So yes, hats off to Waitrose #1 Cornish Quartz #7 strength cheddar. Yes, it could well be the world's best cheddar. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe so you don't miss any other episodes in our culinary journey, and please share with your friends. In the meantime, let's all have a great day in our kitchens. Well, those in America might well ask, well, what should we buy? This is the closest I've found to freely available cheddar that's halfway decent. Trader Joe's English Coastal Cheddar. You see, I mocked the location earlier in this video. It's $8.99 a pound, not cheap. It's more crumbly than the lesser expensive Waitrose cheese, but it doesn't have the strength of flavour of the most expensive. But if you're struggling to find a decent cheddar cheese, they say it's, oh, you can't see it, it's aged a minimum of 15 months, and it's actually not half bad cheddar. So if you want to try and find some decent cheddar in a hurry, this is where I'd go. Okay folks, you'll have seen my annotation on the Tor Valley Creamery when we were discussing the Waitrose #6 strength cheese that's been our comparator for the other cheeses in this video. When you look at a term like from Tor Valley Creamery, what does that conjure in your head? I very much doubt it's this, but this is the Tor Valley Creamery, a huge industrial cheese-making complex. 'Tis what it is. This is the reality of a lot of our food production these days. The reason I single this out today, though, is this plant is run by a company called Arla. Arla are one of the companies that have agreed to use Bill Gates' methane-reducing drugs in their cows, which, from all reports, have some rather nasty side effects for men. Consequently, I will not be buying this cheese or any other Arla product in the future. I go a lot of work out of my way to get food additives out of the food I eat, and I don't need other people putting them in. Obviously, you must make your own choices, but I just wanted you to know that. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. I hope that gives you some guidance on what I think are the two best accessible cheddars without going to custom producers that we can buy in the US and the UK. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe and share with your friends. In the meantime, let's all have a great day in our kitchens.